Sweden in the yellows, Latvia in the whites. As Sven Sander takes it in behind, cuts his way out front. Zukowski's got to make an early stop. There goes Goroskov. Latvia with a burst of speed. Goroskov scores, and Latvia on the board first.
Latvia on their away game as well. They score first. They're up 1-0 in this game, in this series. Goroskovs, the left wing, puts it home, and Latvia strikes first.
Here's Sven Sander for Sweden, coming into the zone for Bjurström with the big locked-in one-timer from the point, robbed by Zukowski.
Looks like Bartosevic stays as the right defenseman. He's left-handed there, and Grunmanis is on the other side as Lehmanen scores and ties this one up.
Over to Sven Sander. Takes it to the middle, looking for a late period goal is Sweden, but Grunmanis corrals it behind the net and takes it to the end of the first period, all knotted up at once. Here's Bjurström, down to Eklund, up to Larson for Sweden. Larson, what a move! Oh, what a save! Larson dancing around Grunmanis, but Zukowski tracks him well and makes the glove stop. So it allows Goroskovs to bring it up. Goroskovs rips one on, another save Rundqvist, and he gets his own rebound. Goroskovs takes it back to Grunmanis at the line, walks to the middle with a shot, and that one's also saved by Rundqvist. Little spin pass to Lepatko, and what a pass by Goroskovs. And how Rundqvist read that is beyond me, as Eklund goes out front, and Bartosevic just puts Sven Sander down, or Bowers puts Sven Sander down. Tried to thread a needle, but it ends up going back out to neutral ice. And here comes Sweden again. 20 seconds left on the power play as Bjurström starts. Bjurström throws that one on, and still there, and they score! Looked like a harmless play that ends on the stick of Eklund, and it's 2-1 Sweden. Drops from Lepatko. Lepatko backdoor to Bowers, and he scores! 2-2. What an answer by Latvia. Back to Bjurström, to Sven Sander. Out front, back door, what a goal! Ekin, a.k.a. Eklund on the back door. Bartosevic up to Lepatko, has Bowers ahead of him. Feeds him, Bowers waiting for the pass. Finally gets it back to Grunmanis. And Latvia sets up with the tip on Rundqvist. And he makes a pad save and swallows up the rebound. Bjurström, he rips that one on. Lepatko blocks, and Zukowski makes a save after that landed right on Larson's stick after the block. Delayed penalty coming as that one's blocked, and they score! No penalty needed for the Swedes. Sven Sander picks his pocket. Sweden putting on the forecheck, trying to get one more goal here before this one ends. Here's Bauer. He gets around Bjurström. Bowers in behind the play! And Eklund brings it out, but he gets it to Sven Sander. Takes a hit to make a play. Lepatko. And that will do it. One more save for Zukowski's, but it will end as a 4-2 game here for Sweden. So Sweden up by 2 going into the next game. Sweden and Latvia. Sweden one game, won 4-2. So Latvia is down -2 coming into this game. On to Lepatko. To Bartosevic into the middle. Bowers picks it up, and what a save Rundqvist as an early stop, not allowing the Latvians to pick up where they left off in game 1. Here's Eklund. Eklund, shot down, they scores! Lehman gets the first shot, rebound comes out to Eklund, and Sweden first to score on the Latvian server. Face off one, good job here, Bjurström into the middle, Larson with the shot, and that one's gloved down. Sports Gamer World Cup, I'm ItsKingLyme, joined by Superly for the call. Here's Grunmanis. Tried to bring it out, but Sweden takes it back, and they score! Grunmanis. Tried to rip it on, but he's going to get blocked. Go back over to Goroskovs. Ripped around to Lepatko. Lepatko, Bowers, and big save Rundqvist. And good streak there by Bowers, and arguably the best chance of the game here for the Latvians. Lepatko, back to Goroskovs. He scores! As Rundqvist caught sliding, and that one slides off a skating in. It's going to be won by the Swedes, but they can't get through Grunmanis, who's been very good back there for Latvia, as we talked about how he plays all positions. And here's Goroskovs with his second of the game.
And there we go. Hey, it's a 2-2 game, and the aggregate now 6-4. Latvia within 2 in the series.
Bartosevic's gonna try to get one. He comes down with speed. He's in behind. Drops for Bowers. Bowers streaking in. And how about that save by Rundqvist? He's out of sight easily, and Goroskovs moves it up. Lepatko has Bowers, feeds him. Bowers in behind Bjurström. What a save, Rundqvist! Second save, Rundqvist. Here's Sven Sander. Back out front, trying to chase onto it. Goroskovs, the winger, comes back to help out his D. And then Latvia just gives the puck away. Larson in behind Grananis, but no, Zukotski's with the huge stop. Another big save, and he holds on. Taking his time in that left-hand corner, looking for a lane, finds Grananis, tip, they score! Latvia again, they're gonna come within one in the aggregate. Eklund in behind the net to Larson. The Pacto comes back to help out, gets it to Grunmani. Over to Bartosevic. Latvia forcing the play here, but they turn it over. Under a minute to go. Latvia needs 1 goal to force a game 3, but Eklund gets the dagger in there. Here's Eklund. And force that one out front. We will see a power play going to Sweden, so
Sweden gonna be taking this one as obviously two short-handed goals is pretty much impossible. But wait, no,
it's impossible. As that'll wrap up this one. No overtime, as it will end 3-3, which means Sweden is going to move on and will face the winner of Finland-Slovakia.